Well, it's a cold night right here in capital city Nairobi, Kenya, but we want to warmly welcome you to this live broadcast. And Cynthia Nyamai will be joining us later on with the day's business. Karen Kibet is also on standby with the sports news at Purity_Musea channel, KBC Channel 1 News at Tom Boyer 24. The hashtag to use is Prime Edition. Let's get straight to our top story tonight. President Uhuru Kenyatta has said that Kenya is now ready to establish a diplomatic mission in Budapest, Hungary's capital city. President Kenyatta spoke at State House, Nairobi, after holding bilateral talks with the visiting Hungarian President Jados Ader. In the meeting, 4 agreements, which included cooperation in health, water, education and diplomatic sectors, was signed. Kamche Menza reports.
In the State House meeting, Kenya and Hungary signed a number of bilateral treaties which include health that covers human resource capacity building, information sharing and prevention of diseases, including COVID-19. Kenya and Hungary also signed a memorandum of understanding on diplomatic training and information exchange that will see the two countries collaborate in the training of diplomats. Well, the agreement on water covers wastewater management, among other related aspects. At a joint press conference address shortly after witnessing the signing of the agreements, President Kenyatta hailed Hungary as one of Kenya's strongest bilateral partners in Europe, saying the country was the 6th foreign nation to set up diplomatic presence in Kenya in 1964. To cement the strong bilateral ties crafted over the last 5 decades and fulfill its strategic desire to have more presence in Central and Eastern Europe, President Kenyatta announced Kenya's plan to set up a diplomatic mission in Budapest.
It is our desire to have a greater presence in Central and Eastern Europe, and I'm glad to announce today that Kenya is ready to establish a diplomatic mission in Budapest at the earliest opportunity.
The head of state hailed his Hungarian counterpart for his government's decision to double the number of scholarships offered to Kenyan students, saying the decision will further deepen the Kenyan-Hungary bilateral ties.
The Hungarian government scholarships that have been given to Kenyan students annually will be increased from the current 100 to 200 opportunities. And we thank you, Mr. President, and your administration for this very kind gesture.
I sincerely hope that by the time these young people graduate in Hungary, you will have implemented, Mr. President, all those different projects that we discussed.
On trade and investment cooperation, President Kenyatta said Kenya's desire was to see more private sector involvement and thanked the Hungarian government for a $50 million support given to the country's health, agriculture, education and water sectors.
During our meetings with the President, had quite detailed discussions on the possibility of cooperation, to which we are both open in terms of plant cultivation, plant production, animal husbandry and food processing, food production.
As a key member of the United Nations Security Council, Kenya is once again counting on the support of Hungary to unlock the economic partnership agreement between the East African Community and the European Union.
President Jados Ader is in the country for 4 days, making history as the first Hungarian president to visit Kenya. It is a visit that is set to further strengthen the warm and strong bilateral ties the two countries have built for years, with Kenya set to continue benefiting from, among many other projects, the scholarship opportunities. Kamche Menza for Prime Edition at State House.